This is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hello, everybody, and welcome this week to another episode of what?
Trivia for Kids.
The podcast. I'm Casey.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Casey.
I'm
How are you today?
I'm good.
Great. How is your summer going thus far?
It's going pretty good.
Are you missing school? Are you missing your friends? Or are you like, relief?
I kind of like the relief.
Yeah, it's good. You know what I like?
Jokes.
Are you getting to the point where you're like just waiting for the lead up to jokes every time?
Every time, I guess when the jokes are...
Joke number 1 comes from listener Zolly.
Thank you, Zolly.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Canoe.
Canoe who?
Canoe, please do trivia. That's a great joke. It's a trivia joke. Our next joke comes from Zoe.
Thank you, Zoe.
Where do pigs go on vacation?
Pennsylvania. Like a pig pen?
Ooh, that's a good guess. New pork. New pork. Where the pigs go on vacation. It is really smelly in New Pork. And our last joke comes from Lucas.
Thank you, Lucas.
And Layla.
Thank you, Layla.
How does a panda make pancakes? A pan, duh. Yes, great joke.
That's awesome.
All right, everybody. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Canoe.
Canoe who?
Canoe do trivia? Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1, the category is cartoons. Question 1. What is the name of the magical cat in Gabby's dollhouse? Pandy Paws, Cakey Cat, or Baby Box? Question 2. If someone needed rescuing in the jungle, which new member of the Paw Patrol would you call? Question 3. In the Bluey episode Magic Xylophone, what does the xylophone let the kids do? Question 4. In Teen Titans Go, what food do Beast Boy and Cyborg love and constantly sing about? Pizza, waffles, or French fries? Question 5. Despite being warned not to, what underwater creature follows SpongeBob home and he decides to keep it as a pet? Question 6. In SpongeBob, what musical instrument does Squidward play? Question 7. In the cartoon Kif, what kind of animal is Kif? And now the round number 1 answers. Question 1. What is the name of the magical cat in Gabby's dollhouse? Pandy Paws, Cakey Cat, or Baby Box?
Pandy Paws.
Her name is Pandy Paws.
I think it's a him.
Oh, it's a him.
Yup.
For some reason, I thought Pandy Paws was a girl. Pandy Paws is Gabby's loyal and magical feline friend. Those are 2 things I like in a friend. Loyal and magical.
And feline.
3 things then. Feline, loyal, and magical. Question 2. If someone needed rescuing in the jungle, which new member of the Paw Patrol would you call?
I don't know.
His name is Tracker.
Is he the one with like the really big ears?
He's the one that has like a jungle fedora type hat on.
Yeah.
He's like the jungle dog.
Yeah.
Tracker.
I know what you mean now, yeah.
Yeah. Question 3. In the Bluey episode Magic Xylophone, what does the xylophone let the kids do?
Freeze people.
You got it. Whoever has the magic xylophone can freeze and unfreeze anyone, and chaos always follows. Explain. Xylophones are big. You don't want to be like waving a xylophone around, or do they just like play like a ding, 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 and then you're frozen?
They just play one note, a random note, and then
And then you have to freeze.
Yep.
And how do you get unfrozen?
They do it
Another
again.
note?
Yep.
Ding. Question 4. What food do Beast Boy and Cyborg love and constantly sing about? Pizza, waffles, or French fries?
Pizza.
The answer is waffles. Waffles, 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 waffles. I don't know how the song goes, but that is the song I would sing. They even made a whole episode where that's the only word they say. Waffles, waffles. Waffles, 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 waffles,
waffles.
waffles, waffles. Well, waffles, waffles, waffles! That was an entire question and answer for our show just about waffles. Did you get it right? Question 5. Even though he was warned not to, what underwater creature follows SpongeBob home and he decides to keep it as a pet?
Blubber boy.
The answer is a jellyfish. This jellyfish causes a lot of trouble with nonstop raving music until SpongeBob sets him free. I mean, obviously, if you got a pet jellyfish,
It would start raving,
it
yeah.
would rave.
Of course.
It would have glow sticks with all of its tentacles and just like rave
Have the disco
around.
music.
Listen to a lot of like Timmy Trumpet and goes to like Ibiza and does some raving. Question 6. In SpongeBob, what musical instrument does Squidward play?
A clarinet.
He does. He plays the clarinet. He thinks he's great at it, but he's really not. Everybody else plugs their ears. You didn't know he played the clarinet? He kind of looks like an upside down clarinet.
He kind of
He's
does.
like skinny. Well, even a regular clarinet, he's kind of skinny with like tentacly legs. Yeah, it fits him. Question 7. In the cartoon Kif, what kind of animal is Kif?
A squirrel.
She's a squirrel. Kif is a super energetic orange squirrel who is always ready for an adventure. This is a newer show. I don't think I've ever seen Kif.
Ren watched a few episodes of it, and
Yeah.
I may have like walked in on her, but I've never watched.
She's cute, though. She's a cute little squirrel. And I like the name Kif. It's cute. Do you think it's short for Kiffany? I think we're alone now. Kif is a squirrel and it's a cartoon. Do you get it?
Nope.
That song was by Tiffany in the 80s.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, I'm
That
sorry.
was
I
for
don't
the
know who
parents.
that is.
That was for the parents. Round number 2, the category is candy. Question 1. What candy is long, twisty, and sometimes red or black? Question 2. What is the most common flavor of candy canes? Question 3. Which candy makes a fizzy, poppy sound in your mouth? Question 4. What chocolate candy bar is known for its crispy layers inside? Question 5. What candy is often wrapped in foil with a little paper sticking out of the top? Question 6. What candy is super chewy and stretchy and usually sold in long or short rectangles? And it comes in flavors like watermelon, blue raspberry, and mystery. Question 7. What candy consists of a flavored colored sugar powder and a small edible candy stick that you lick and dip into the powder? Answers to round 2. Question 1. What candy is long, twisty, and sometimes red or black?
Licorice.
I love licorice.
I do not.
My mom loves licorice, so we always had licorice in our house growing up, and I think that that's why I like it. But you guys aren't huge licorice fans.
Mm-mm.
There are other kinds of licorice besides red and black. You can get like green apple licorice. I think Twizzlers makes like wild berry.
I don't love the gummy kind of thing of it, like the chewy stuck in your teeth kind of thing.
Oh man, just a regular cherry Twizzler or strawberry Twizzler.
My grandma buys the little nubs, but they're the black licorice.
Nibs. Yeah, she does buy black licorice nibs. And then my mom likes to leave the package open so that they get hard. Then it takes longer to chew.
That is gross.
Question 2. What is the most common flavor of candy canes?
Peppermint.
You got it. Standard peppermint is the most common candy cane flavor. Of your preference, are you a standard girl or do you like the Lifesaver kind or the Sour Patch kind or... So there's all kinds now.
I like the fruity ones.
You like the fruity ones better?
I like any ones. I feel like the peppermint ones are really good and really classic for Christmas, but the not original ones are really good too.
Yeah. Question 3. Which candy makes a fizzy poppy sound in your mouth?
Pop Rock.
Oh, you got it.
I love Pop Rock.
Me too. Pop Rock's popping sensation is caused by the release of carbon dioxide bubbles that are trapped within the candy. When the candy dissolves in your mouth, these bubbles of pressurized gas burst, creating the crackling and popping sound.
That's really interesting.
When I wrote this question, I was like, I want to know why that happens. The best is when you bite them with your teeth and then they really pop. There's little balls of gas trapped in the candy. And when they pop, they crackle.
Crazy.
I love that.
Should go get me some Pop Rocks right now.
Oh,
About now.
I can eat some Pop Rocks.
I love them.
Question 4. What chocolate candy bar is known for its crispy layers inside?
Kit Kat.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat bar.
Kit Kat bar. Question 5. What candy is often wrapped in foil with a little paper sticking out of the top?
Hershey Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses or Hugs.
They're called Hugs.
You know what? There's different kinds. The Kisses are milk chocolate or chocolate. Hugs are white chocolate with like a...
I want a hug.
Oh, come here. Give me one. You've had Hugs before. They're white chocolate with like black stripes.
Oh, I love those. Those are so good.
I too love Hugs. The chocolate kind and the regular kind. Yeah, so does Olaf. Question 6. What candy is super chewy and stretchy and often sold in long or short rectangles and comes in flavors like watermelon, blue raspberry, and mystery?
Oh, Airheads.
Airheads. You guys are big Airhead fans. Your dad also loves Airheads.
They're so
I can take or
good.
leave Airheads. I would take a Laffy Taffy over an Airhead all day long. You guys love Airheads, though. Question 7. What candy consists of flavored colored sugar powder and a small edible candy stick that you can lick and dip into the powder?
Fun Dips.
Oh, you know it.
Fun Dips are good.
The little candy stick that you dip into the powder.
It's amazing.
Why don't they just make that a candy? Like, why can't you just buy the Fun Dip stick?
It's
delicious.
so good.
They could call them dipsticks. Like a car, what you stick in and see what your oil is. Trivia for kids dipsticks. Who owns a candy company? Let's do this. I think I just came up with something brilliant.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Round number 3, the category is space. Question 1. How many Earths could fit inside of Jupiter? 13, 1,300, or 13,000? Question 2. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for what to reach the Earth? Question 3. Which planet spins the fastest, making its day less than 10 hours long? Question 4. What planet could float in a bathtub if the bathtub were big enough? Question 5. What space object is a giant ball of ice and dust that leaves a glowing tail? Question 6. The Boomerang Nebula is the what place in the known universe? The coldest place, the hottest place, or the deepest place? Question 7. What happens to your height in space? Do you get taller or shorter? Answers to round 3. Question 1. How many Earths could fit inside of Jupiter? 13, 1,300, or 13,000?
1,300.
How'd you know?
Wait, actually?
Yeah. Think about how big Earth is.
It's big. There are like billions of people.
Think about how big the number 1,300 is. 1,300 of the planet that we live on could fit inside of Jupiter. Again, I know I talk about this a lot, but we talk about space stuff. We talk about like dinosaur things being billions of years ago, and it makes my head want to explode. I cannot comprehend things like this.
That's the number of people it would be.
Based on the number of people that live on Earth, she tried to calculate the number of people that could then live on Jupiter. What did your calculator say?
9.12E12
It
or
couldn't
something.
even give her a number. It was so big. That many people could live on Jupiter. It broke the calculator. Question 2. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for what to reach the Earth?
Sunlight.
You're right. For the light from the sun to reach the Earth, it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Even though light travels super fast, it still takes over 8 minutes to travel the 93 million miles to Earth. How can we see it if it's 93 million miles away? This is that bright and that massive that we can see something 93 million miles away. Again, head explosions.
I know, it's crazy.
Question 3. What planet spins the fastest, making its day less than 10 hours long?
Venus.
Oh, you would think Venus, because that's the weird one. The answer is Jupiter. Jupiter spins the fastest.
I was on a roll, too.
10 hours long.
That's crazy.
Kind of the amount you sleep at night would be one day. Weird. Question 4. What planet could float in a bathtub if the bathtub were big enough?
A hippopotamus.
What planet? You can see how well Quinn listens to the questions.
I don't even know what I was thinking about. It is Uranus.
It is Saturn.
Neptune. Okay. I knew that. Oh.
Saturn is so light and it's less dense than water. Question 5. What space object is a giant ball of ice and dust that leaves a glowing tail?
A comet.
You are correct. Comets heat up as they get close to the sun, forming bright tails that point away from the sun. For as pretty as a comet looks, it's funny that it's just ice and dust. You wouldn't think that ice and dust could make like a beautiful, bright, shiny thing.
Yeah.
Question 6. The Boomerang Nebula is the what place in the known universe? The coldest place, the hottest place, or the deepest place?
The coldest.
You're right. It is the coldest place. The Boomerang Nebula is about negative 457 degrees Fahrenheit, even colder than the background temperature of space. So space itself is very cold. And this boomerang nebula is colder than that. Question 7. What happens to your height in space? Do you get taller or shorter?
You get shorter.
You get taller.
Okay, I was wrong.
With no gravity squishing your spine, you can stretch up to 2 inches taller. And then you would finally be taller than me, Quinn.
I
Your
would.
ultimate goal in life.
Do you see this right now? Do you see our height right now? I'm taller than you.
Quinn is getting close.
I'm getting
She is
really
about
close.
2 inches shorter than me yet.
I'm like 5'6".
Yes. And I'm 5'8", and you're getting close. So hopefully you're not done growing so you can beat me. Round number 4. The category is nature. Question 1. What plant can grow up to 3 feet in just one day? Question 2. What plant eats bugs to survive in poor soil? Question 3. What creature can sleep for up to 3 years if it needs to? A grizzly bear, a snail, or a wood frog? Question 4. What is the fastest growing living thing in the ocean? Barnacles, plankton, or giant kelp? Question 5. Which animal uses its own spit to build its home? Question 6. What do you call animals that are awake at night instead of during the day? Question 7. What insect can lift over 50 times its own body weight? Answers to the 4th round. Question 1. What plant can grow up to 3 feet in just one day?
Sunflower.
The answer is bamboo. Some species of bamboo are the fastest growing plants on Earth. They can grow so fast you can almost watch it happen if you sat there long enough.
Oh my goodness gracious.
3 feet? It's like growing the size of Brooks in a day. Wild.
That is crazy.
Question 2. What plant eats bugs to survive in poor soil?
The Venus flytrap.
You got it. Venus flytrap or a pitcher plant. Insects give these plants extra nutrients that it can't get from its soil. It is one of nature's sneakiest snackers.
Sneakiest snackers.
It is wild. Wild that a plant can eat an insect. This is a lot of mind-blowing information for me in one episode here. Question 3. What creature can sleep for up to 3 years if it needs to? A grizzly bear, a snail, or a wood frog?
A wood frog, because that's just bizarre answer.
The answer is a snail. Some snails go into deep hibernation during dry times and can nap for years until conditions improve.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine? Rip Van Winkle just like going to sleep one day and waking up being like, what? 2031? Where did the time go?
Who's Rip Van Winkle?
Rip Van Winkle? You know the story about the guy who slept for like 100 years? Rip Van Winkle. Oh man, it's a classic. Question 4. What is the fastest growing living thing in the ocean? Barnacles, plankton, or giant kelp?
Barnacles.
The answer is giant kelp. Giant kelp can grow up to 2 feet per day. It forms huge underwater forests where the otters love to nap.
What?
So not
Plants could grow this quick.
not quite as fast as bamboo. 1 foot
that's-
less, but still
That's crazy.
just growing away in the water. Question 5. Which animal uses its own spit to build its home?
A fire ant or an ant. Or
The
a bird
answer
nest.
is
A bird.
a bird. The swiftlet bird builds its home by using its own saliva, which it deposits on cave walls and hardens into a cup-like structure. This saliva-based nest is a natural byproduct of the bird's digestive process, specifically from a large saliva gland under its tongue. The swiftlet's saliva is sticky and dries hard, making it a suitable material for constructing the nest.
That's crazy.
I wonder how much saliva a bird can create in a day, or how long
3 feet, Mom.
3 feet. A swiftlet bird can create 3 feet of saliva in one day. No, that is not true. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
does it take a really long time to create this nest? Is it like one little thing of spit per day and then slowly after like months and months it builds up? Or is there a lot of spit coming out of this bird?
That's a good question.
Thank you. I don't know the answer. I got to come up with these before I ask my own questions. Question 6. What do you call animals that are awake at night instead of during the day?
Nocturnal.
They are nocturnal. Owls, bats, and raccoons are nocturnal, using the dark to find food and avoid predators. There are more animals than that are nocturnal. Those are just some common ones I used for examples. Plenty more nocturnal things. I'm not nocturnal. I love to go to bed.
I don't love to go to bed, but
I'm tired. Put me to bed when it gets dark. Question 7. What insect can lift over 50 times its own body weight?
there's the ant.
There's the ants. If ants were our size, they could carry a car. I know dung beetles are also massively strong for their size. You parents might remember this on the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where they have the ant that pulls them around the yard to get to the house faster. The one kid makes a comment that he says, 50 times? It's like bench pressing a bulldozer. That's what I thought of when I asked this question. It's like bench pressing a bulldozer. Round number 5, the category is things with patterns. Question 1. What black and white animal has a pattern that is unique as a human fingerprint? Question 2. What part of your body has a pattern made of loops, whorls, and arches? Question 3. What shape is used in beehives and is one of the strongest patterns in nature? A pentagon, a hexagon, or an octagon? Question 4. What type of big cat has rosettes instead of spots or stripes? Question 5. What tiny insect has red wings with black spots in a pattern that warns predators? Question 6. What kind of art is made entirely of small pieces that are put together to make a bigger pattern or picture? Question 7. What kind of light pattern forms when sunlight shines through raindrops? Round 5 answers. Question 1. What black and white animal's pattern is as unique to each animal as a human fingerprint?
A zebra.
That is correct. No two zebras have the same stripe pattern, just like no two people have the same fingerprint. That is cool. Question 2. What part of your body has a pattern made of loops, whorls, and arches?
Your eardrum. Oh, your fingerprint.
Yes, your fingerprints. These tiny ridge patterns form before you're born and never change. I didn't know that. They're formed in the womb and then you come out and your fingerprints are just there the same forever? That is cool. Question 3. What shape is used in beehives and is one of the strongest patterns in nature? Pentagon, hexagon, or octagon?
Hexagon.
Correct. Bees use hexagons because they fit together perfectly and store the most honey with the least wax. How many sides is a hexagon?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 sides to a hexagon. Question 4. What type of big cat has rosettes instead of spots or stripes?
A jaguar.
Leopards.
Oh no, that was gonna be my first guess.
Leopards don't just have dots. They have rosette-shaped spots like little flower petals.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. So next time, pay attention if you look at a leopard. They have sort of like a globule-looking shape instead of like a perfect circle.
A blobule.
Globule, not a real word. I don't know. That's what came to mind. Question 5. What tiny insect has red wings with black spots in a pattern that warns predators?
A ladybug.
You got it. The spots on a ladybug are a warning pattern that says, "I taste bad," to hungry birds. I didn't know that that's why they had those.
I like ladybugs.
I wonder what the dots signify that would make the birds think, "I shouldn't eat you."
Well, they're bright. If they're bright, that probably means they're dangerous.
Are you making this up?
No, if an animal has really bright, vibrant colors, that probably means it's poisonous.
Question 6. What kind of art is made entirely of small pieces put together to make a bigger pattern or picture?
A mosaic.
You got it. Mosaics are beautiful patterns made from tiny tiles, glass, or stones, kind of like nature's puzzle. Mosaics are so cool.
I went to Capitol building, and there was a big mosaic there, and as you're walking by, it creates an illusion, and the feet shift with you, and the eyes shift with you. But they're all made out of little pieces of glass and marble and stuff. It's so cool.
That's very cool. So a mosaic is a big picture, but it's made out of individual little pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Question 7. What kind of light pattern forms when sunlight shines through raindrops?
A rainbow pattern.
A rainbow. That's it. A rainbow is a natural light pattern made when the sunlight bends and reflects in raindrops. Can you tell me the rainbow pattern, please?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Roy G. Biv, you are correct.
And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are.
Question 1. How many Earths could fit inside Jupiter?
1,300.
Question 2. What creature can sleep for up to 3 years if it needs to?
A snail.
Question 3. What shape is used in beehives and is one of the strongest patterns in nature?
A hexagon.
Question 4. Which planet could float in a bathtub?
Saturn.
Question 5. What is the fastest growing living thing in the ocean?
Giant kelp.
Question 6. What type of big cat has rosettes instead of spots or stripes?
The leopard.
Question 7. The Boomerang Nebula is the what place in the known universe?
The coldest place.
And our one shout out this week goes to Rosa, who wanted to hear about ants. Thanks, Rosa. Time for birthdays. We are going to start our shout outs this week with Eris, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Eris. He is from London, and he is very kind and funny. Eris loves playing and watching football, especially Arsenal and Real Madrid. He loves animals, and he loves playing board games and video games with his older brother. Get this, he speaks 3 languages. He loves baking, he's a great swimmer, and he loves playing chess. Eris, you are very special, and your mom, dad, and Philippos love you very much. Eris, you are turning 7, and you live in London, England. You are kind and very funny, and you love football, especially Arsenal and Real Madrid, and you speak 3 languages. You love baking, swimming, and playing chess. Happy birthday, Eris, you are turning 7. Happy birthday, you are turning 7. The next shout out goes to Hope, who is turning 7 as well. Happy birthday, Hope. She is kind, smart, patient, and so fun. Her family calls her Cheetah Fast, since she runs so fast and loves cheetahs. She loves ballet, puppies, her cousins, softball, playing outside, reading, Jesus, and going to school. She especially loves her little sister Anna and new baby brother Micah. All of her friends love her, and she has made even more friends at school this past year. Hope is going to space camp this summer for a birthday present and is looking forward to learning more about one of her favorite subjects. That will be so fun, Hope. H-O-P-E, you're turning 7. You're kind, smart, patient, and so fun. You're cheetah fast and you love cheetahs, ballet, puppies, cousins, softball, playing outside, reading Jesus and school. You also love your sister and your brother. Have the best birthday at space camp. Can't wait to hear all of the things you learn. Happy birthday, Hope. Our next shout out goes to Ozzy, who is turning 7 on June 7th. You know what that means. Golden, 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 golden. Ozzy is from Plover, Wisconsin. He just wrapped up the 1st grade and had an awesome year learning new math and reading skills. Ozzy is a huge sports fan. He loves playing soccer, basketball, and tennis, but his favorite sport is golf. He has 3 favorite golfers, Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, and Scotty Scheffler. Ozzy is a big brother to his sister Gwyneth, who they call Gigi. He loves helping her learn to read and play. They love watching Ninja Kids and Star Wars and just being playful and awesome. Ozzy boy, your mom, dad, and Gigi say you are so special and they love you so much. Ozzy, you are turning 7 and you're from Wisconsin. It's your golden birthday and I hope you have the best one ever. You love sports like soccer, basketball, tennis, but your favorite is golf. You're a great big brother to Gigi and you help around and play with her and that is super awesome. Ozzy, happy birthday! The next shout out goes to Maisie, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Maisie. She is from Orlando, Florida, but get this, they will be in Scotland for her birthday. I'm so jealous. Maisie loves doing ballet and jiu-jitsu, swimming, being with her friends, doing art projects, singing, especially Taylor Swift songs, and reading. She is the best big sister to David and loves to do Legos and make forts with him. Maisie makes friends everywhere she goes and has the kindest heart. She is funny, thoughtful, and the light of her parents' lives. Your mom and dad say they love you beyond measure, Maisie. Maisie, you're turning 8 and you're from Florida, but you'll be in Scotland for your birthday. Super fun. You love ballet, jiu-jitsu, and swimming. You're super kind and funny and thoughtful. Happy birthday, Maisie. Have the best time in Scotland ever. Happy birthday! The next shout out goes to Blake Bennett, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Blake. His mom calls him Sugar Bean. That is so cute. And he is from the West Texas region. Blake is known for his great sense of humor and quick wit. He loves making people laugh with his jokes, and he's also an avid reader, and he earned the title of top scoring reader in his class this past school year. Congratulations, Blake! When he's not diving into books, Blake enjoys swimming and spending time with his beloved animals. He has quite the backyard crew, including 16 goats, a dog, and his favorite companion of all, his cat, who is named Kitty. This summer, Blake is looking forward to going to basketball camp as basketball is his favorite sport, and he is also participating in his very first Gifted and Talented camp. In his downtime, he likes to unwind with some of his favorite games like Zelda and Pokemon on his Switch. Happy birthday, Sugar Bean. Your mom and dad love you so much. Happy birthday to you, Blake. You're turning 7 and you're from West Texas. You're super funny and you love jokes and you're also a great reader. You love swimming and spending time with all those animals in your yard. Happy birthday to Blake. We hope you have the best summer going to basketball camp and talented and gifted camp and playing Zelda Pokemon on your Nintendo. Happy birthday, Blake. Our next shout out goes to Charlie, who is also known as Goose, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Goose. He is from California, and this is his second birthday shout out. I remember singing to you last year too, Goose. He enjoys riding his bike, learning new things every day, swimming, and doing cannonballs. Charlie loves to play Mario on the Nintendo, and he is learning Spanish. He is kind, encouraging, strong, quick to help, honest, genuine, and he is loving to his twin little sisters, Ruby and Rachel. Goosey, your family loves you beyond measure and are excited to celebrate with you on your special day, but truly every day with you is special. Charlie, your nickname is Goose, and you are turning 7 this year. You're from California. You love riding your bike and learning new things and swimming and cannonballs and playing Mario. You're learning Spanish and you are kind and encouraging, strong, and you're a great brother to Ruby and Rachel. Goosey, you are awesome. Happy birthday. Our next shout out goes to Jude, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Jude. He is from San Diego, California. He loves Minecraft, building Legos, and playing chess, as well as soccer and golf with his dad. Jude is a Cub Scout, and he speaks French. Bonjour, Jude. His special talent is petting bees. Wow, that is a talent. Jude is a thoughtful big brother and takes good care of his younger sister, Charlie. Jude, your parents are so proud of you because you make friends wherever you go, and you always have the best jokes to keep everyone smiling. Hey, Jude, it's your birthday. You're from San Diego, and you're turning 7. You love Minecraft, Legos, chess, and playing soccer and golf with your dad. Hey, Jude, you're a Cub Scout who speaks French and pets bees. You're a great big brother to Charlie, and you're an awesome and funny kid. Happy birthday, Jude. Yeah! Our next shout out goes to Grant, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Grant. He lives in California. He is intelligent, sweet, caring, and a huge sports fan and athlete, with soccer and baseball being his favorites. Grant loves to read, play video games and board games, do science and art projects, dance, and use his rambunctious energy to make his parents and his little brother laugh. Also, he is the biggest chocolate fanatic you will ever meet. Grant, your mom, dad, and brother say that being around you makes every day fun, and they want to wish you the happiest birthday, and they love you bigger than a T-Rex. Now that's big. Happy birthday, Grant, you're turning 7. You live in Cali, and you're really smart and sweet. You're caring, and you love sports and playing soccer. And baseball, those are your favorites. You love to read and play video and board games and do science and art projects. You love to dance and use all of your energy to make your family laugh all the time. Oh yeah, you're the biggest chocolate fan. Happy birthday, Grant. You're turning 7. And our next shout out goes to Scarlett, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Scarlett. She is from Pennsylvania. She has the sweetest, kindest heart and is the best big sister. Scarlett loves softball, her friends, gymnastics, and the Phillies. Scarlett is super smart and wants to be a scientist when she grows up. I hope you are, Scarlett. Scarlett, you are super smart and you want to be a scientist. You're turning 7 and you're super sweet and kind and you are the best big sis. Scarlett, you're from Pennsylvania and you love softball and your friends and gymnastics, and don't forget you also love the Phillies. Scarlett, happy 7th birthday. And our last shout out goes to Eric, who is turning 8 on June 8th. Golden birthday. Golden. Eric lives on the coast of North Carolina. He is a bright student and a kind-hearted friend. His favorite sport to play is soccer, and his team recently won their final game of the season. Go Hurricanes! He can swim all 4 strokes and also enjoys math, reading, board games, and video games. He is an incredible big brother to his sister Camille, and Eric will be celebrating with a Pokemon-themed birthday party. Your mom and dad want to say, happy 8th birthday, Eric. We hope you know just how loved and cherished you are. Eric, it's your 8th birthday on June 8th. Your golden birthday is gonna be great. You are super smart and kind and you love soccer. You can swim all 4 strokes and you love math, reading, and board games and video games. Eric, you're a great big brother. Happy 8th, it's your golden birthday. Happy birthday. And here comes your conversation starter. What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy would have to be Rolos or Airheads.
Rolos. Interesting.
Or Peeps. I love Peeps. Rolos
All good
are
choices.
So good. I love Rolos.
Rolos are good. That's not a common one, I feel like. I feel like that's a unique favorite. Good for you.
It fits in my mouth well, and then it just melts and gets the caramel out.
My favorite candy only comes at holidays, and they are mini robin eggs from Cadbury.
Whoa.
Oh, my word. Those milk
are really
chocolate
good.
eggs with the thin candy shell. Give me all the mini robin
They're good.
eggs.
They're really good.
Thank you for listening,
Thank you guys
everybody.
so much.
Have the best week. Thank you for listening to the Trivia for Kids podcast. If you haven't done so already, please give us a 5-star review. Birthday shoutouts are for paid Patreon subscribers, so join our Patreon and you can get a birthday shoutout. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and follow our YouTube channel so you can see all of our live videos.